What's going on, guys? Jet Jock here. Sorry we're a little bit late to the game. It's been a really crazy week. First of all, we had all of these videos ready to go last weekend. We had our Maiden, and we are going to share it to you, so don't worry. We're going to share it with you, but I want to tell you a little story about my week. So this was a really frustrating week. We started off just kind of a normal. We knew we were going to be busy. We wanted to also clean the shop. As you can tell, it's looking way different back here. We've been working real hard the last couple of days to really clean it up, make the viewing experience a little bit less chaotic in the background. So we figured, you know what, we got 2 episodes already in the can. We're going to just go ahead, clean the shop. I had a pretty busy work week as well. We went out to Florida, so hopefully you enjoyed some of those plane spotting videos down there in West Palm. But on the way back from Florida, we had a little mechanical issue, and we got stuck in Jasper. So late last night, I drove home in a rental car, left the plane over there. It's going to be down for a few days while we're waiting on parts. That was kind of a bummer. But that wasn't even the worst of it. While I'm driving home, I get a text message that the owners of where we fly, where we fly our stuff for Maidens and stuff, no longer want us filming out there. Yeah, so I thought, I'm sitting here with 2 weeks, I can clean the shop and everything, and nope. So, hence why this is going to be a redacted Maiden. And unfortunately, and Beluga Girl will be here in the second half to talk with us, what her opinions and everything were about the Maiden and all, but some of her best work too. Oh my goodness, the footage was so good, and I felt horrible, but I was not gonna be defeated by not being able to film out there, and I still got y'all our Maiden footage. Now, like we said, this is the redacted Maiden. So yes, we did have to edit out anything that had to do with the land whatsoever. So I am so sorry, guys. There's no landings or takeoffs, but we're gonna get on that this week and make sure we get some videos of landings and takeoffs with this airplane too. So stay tuned, that's gonna come. It's just not gonna be the Maiden. So didn't want to step on anybody's toes, but we got some really good flying footage for you guys. So without further ado, without my whining and complaining about this week, here we go. So let's send you over there. That's right, guys. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I look scary. We don't fly until 7, but it's a Maiden day. No, living in the country has its own challenges here, and one of them is when you have a horse trailer still attached to your truck and your truck bed is full of garbage. So we're gonna go take the truck off of the trailer, and then we're gonna go throw some garbage away, and then we're gonna get to the Maiden. Bummer. All right, guys, so we're gonna come around here. I'm sure it's gonna be really bad. Let's see. Yeah, no airplanes are fitting in there, so let's get this thrown away, guys. We're gonna gotta make some room. All right, here we go. All right, that'll do for now. Okay, guys, so let's get back in the truck, and then we'll go talk about the Maiden. All right, now that we got the adulting stuff over with, just to show you guys, it's a little cold out here today. So yeah, but that's okay. We want to get this Maiden done. We want to get it out of the way so we can start doing some flying with that big old airplane out here at the house. So let's take you inside as we get everything prepped for Maiden Day. All right, guys, finally back in the shop. We are so pumped today. It is Maiden Day of our 107-inch wingspan VQ/Nexa PC-6. I know it's been quite a bit time coming. It doesn't normally take a few weeks to put one of these together, but unfortunately for us, our work schedule has been busy, but we are here. It's finally going to happen today. We are so excited. It is a nice, warm 36 degrees outside. Now, I know for you guys up north, that ain't nothing, but I prefer 100 degrees, and so, yeah. Anyway, so we're going to pop the wings off of this. We're not even going to attempt to put one wing on because I know it's not going to fit in the truck. And then we're going to get out to the airfield here once my dad shows up, because once again, family is the most important thing about this channel, guys. It's still early. But yeah, family is really important to us. That's the best thing about this hobby, is to bring everybody together. Kids, parents, everything. It's such a special thing to do together, especially with all the emotions with Maidens and all that good stuff. So we're excited to share that with you guys. And also, once we finish with this whole thing, we're gonna have a whole episode talking about, you know, likes, dislikes of the model, as far as all the way back to the beginning of the build process through the Maiden and everything else. So please stick around for that. We're excited to share it with you. So let's hit this thing on fast forward as we get this plane disassembled and ready to ship out to the field. Now, this airplane came apart exactly the same way as the Cessna 182, but for some reason it was a lot easier for me, and I'm just wondering if it was just because of the big sliding doors. Or maybe it was the fact that they didn't have little plastic fairings covering the where the bolts go, or it could have been just a simple fact that I was doing it on a table and not on my back on the ground. All right, guys, we got it in the truck, and whew, it almost didn't fit. If this thing was a millimeter longer, it would not have fit. So let me show you the fit here. Take y'all on a wild ride. But yeah, let me show y'all this fit, because, I mean, wow, not much clearance. And here it is. I mean, if you look, I mean, we're talking just a millimeter, and it's not gonna fit. So, whew, that was a good design by you guys, by VQ. I think y'all had truck beds in mind for sure. But yep, it's all fit, it's all ready to go. Guys, we're just gonna get a couple more supplies together, and then we're gonna sit and wait until my dad gets here. What's funny is it's flying tail heavy, and we all saw that it was definitely a little bit nose down. Right? You getting good shots, Luca girl?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like a tiny pea?
Yes. It looks tiny.
Okay, I'm gonna come down low this time.
You didn't need any trim?
No, not yet.
Well, that's good.
Did you screw on the doors?
Yes. You know, it flies a lot like the Jenny. I guess that makes sense, right?
It's been a long time since we've flown that Jenny. Right?
Yeah. I mean, this airplane does fly very well. We didn't have to do any trimming at all. So that means all of our work straightening out that aileron really paid off.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here we come. Low pass now.
I got that one too.
Now, one thing I will note, we do have a direct crosswind.
one too.
Was that one good?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You might get a picture out of that.
Yeah, that's good. I want some good flight photos.
That's not out the other one.
What's that?
It's not out the other one. The sun wasn't even really on it for the one before this one. That's good.
You know, I will say, guys, this airplane's weather vaning a lot. The winds are picking up for sure. I think the winds at altitude are a little bit more than not the most ideal day for Maiden, for sure. But all right, I'm gonna do one more low pass, and I'm gonna bring it in for landing. Get y'all hopefully some more good views of this bad boy.
Got that.
All right, here we go. Coming in for landing
Backwards. Trying to go backwards.
now. Oh, it's definitely getting beat with the wind. The lower rates on the rudder were a lot better. That's good. Yeah, I wanted to do some touch and goes, but no, not with the wind. We'll get a good final landing in here and call it a day. Gotta start getting unsloppy with that rudder. Picking up now.
How about you just land it?
Or is that a direct crosswind?
Yes. A little bit out of the north. Not very much.
So here's the deal. I could either land with the crosswind, the air's getting real choppy.
Should you land?
In a little bit, you get. All right, guys, we're back in the shop with Luca Girl. I really hope that y'all enjoyed that Maiden footage, even though my favorite parts weren't there, and that's the landing and takeoff. Hey, Beluga Girl, I don't think I told you, but they're not letting us film out there at the field anymore.
Rude.
Yeah, it's very disappointing. But nevertheless, we're gonna be flying other places, so we're gonna get you
Like
that footage.
Kingsbury?
Yeah, we'll fly there, or we'll fly more here, and but yeah, we're gonna definitely get y'all the flying footage. And don't worry, guys, we're gonna get some landings and takeoffs of that big bird too. So what did you think? Because you were there filming. By the way, before we talk about that, I want to talk about your filming. It was amazing this week. You did such a good job, honey. I am so sorry that we had to chop up that footage to accommodate the new rules out at the field. So thank you so much. And guys, that was not representative of her work. That was a last minute ditch effort just to get y'all the Maiden footage. So please give her some love in the comments for sure. So what did you think about the big bird over there? Just watching it fly.
Beautiful.
Well, tell them about it. So what did you think about the PC-6 and how it flew?
It was beautiful.
Now, how were Daddy's landings though?
Yeah.
She's being nice to me today. I thought they were garbage. But speaking of garbage, let's touch about the landing gear on that airplane.
Yep, that's it. Bye-bye.
Yeah, we didn't like that landing gear, huh? So the tail wheel to start, okay, guys, it was so flimsy, it kind of wiggle wobbled side to side. So you didn't know whenever you hit that throttle whether it was going to go right or left off the start. It never was consistent just because of how loose it was. So we're going to be replacing that real soon, right? Yeah, so, you know, and it was funny because, and once again, we didn't have any videos because we were banned from showing that footage, but you go full throttle and sometimes it would actually brake to the right. So you'd have to do left rudder. And then when the tail came up, all of a sudden it was going to the left, so you needed right rudder. Oh man, it was just so inconsistent. Now, my landings were pretty sloppy because, well, we had a crosswind, I needed more rudder, and I was landing side-loaded. So we bounced the first one pretty good. I mean, it wasn't anything normal, right? I mean, it wasn't anything abnormal for an airplane to bounce like that, right?
Well, you bounced the Red Bull.
Yeah, I mean, I've bounced the Red Bull, and the Red Bull landing gear is fine. But for some reason, I'll show you a picture right now. Yes, for some reason, this landing gear can't handle it. As you can see, the airplane's got the severe leans, and after that first landing, it was leaning the rest of the time, right? What were we calling it?
I don't know.
She doesn't remember. Remember, we were calling it the Wonky Donkey. Remember when it was taxiing in, it was going, remember that? She's not awake. I still think she's disappointed about the footage. But, you know, guys, overall, the airplane flew amazing. It felt really good in the air. It was actually a good lander once I got over being uncomfortable. You know, I was not in the rudder near as much as I should have been just because of maiden jitters. I mean, we all get it. We're all human. You get the maiden jitters, right?
What does that mean?
You'll get it someday, honey. You'll get it someday. Once you get your Aero Scout flying and you made in your first airplane, you'll understand.
I don't think I've ever landed that thing.
I think you have. I think you landed it once. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, it flew great. I love the airplane. We're absolutely going to make these upgrades and make it work for us. See, I told you she's tired. Look at her. But yeah, we're going to make those upgrades. It's totally worth it. Now, the price tag is a little stiff. I mean, at $900 and something. Eesh. I would expect some better landing gear for sure, but nonetheless, that's my opinions on it. Maybe y'all feel differently. So anyway, let's wrap this thing up. Did you have any more to say about the airplane? No? It was just a routine maiden for you, huh? I think she's been at my side for what, probably like 20, 30 maidens now. But this was by far her best work, and it just breaks my heart. What are you making that face for? Oh, she's dying. It just breaks my heart that we had to chop up the footage. But you know what? At least we brought y'all some Maiden footage. Y'all saw it happen, and y'all did see the true Maiden. That was the first flight of that airplane. So anyway, guys, please get your families involved, even when they're tired and yawning all the time. And bring new people into hobby, and that's how we grow. Take it away, Loogie girl.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.
Bye. Leave some comments. We love the comments.